Alright, good afternoon. Doing a quick video here because I decided to order a couple of things for the KPR. I got like this little alarm thing that had great reviews. Basically, you arm it, you tap it. If anybody taps it, it does a little beep. If they tap it again, it gives like a warning thing, and then a third time and it just starts blaring. The reviews said it was really loud. You barely have to even touch the bike for it to go off. There's no wiring it into the wires of the bike, the electrical system. It literally, you find a spot on your bike, you stick it on, zip tie it, and walk away. Then I also got new brake and clutch levers. I don't know if they're going to fit, but they've got adjustments so that if anybody else rides it, you can bring it in if it's a smaller rider. Not really needed because I'm not going to let anybody ride my bike. But I noticed that after I bought them and they came in, so it's still a pretty cool feature. So show you those real quick and then I'm going to go install them. So here, we've got the new brake levers. As you can see, it's got settings. So it's on 1 right now, and it goes out to 6. It doesn't look like much on the table here, but I'm going to assume that when it's on the bike, that's a pretty drastic difference. And probably makes a big deal for anyone who has issues with stock brakes and what the positioning of them. The next thing was the anti-theft alarm, and as I said in the first part of this video, it just sticks on the bike. That's this piece here is the actual alarm, and then the fob that goes on your keys. So I will actually pull those out of the box when we're down in my little shed. Install on these are pretty simple. They feel a little loose. I'm gonna take a Allen key and tighten these up because that's why it's loose. But basically, this brings it further out on 6, in on 1. It's not really that drastic of a change, but they look a lot nicer. I also forgot to say I ordered a throttle lock or cruise control, as some people will call it, that actually replace these end pieces and it goes on and it locks in here. That doesn't come in for another month though, so we'll see how good that is. This side, what should have been kind of straightforward wasn't. For whatever reason, the hole was too small for the nut and I had to drill it out, but it fits now. I shouldn't have any more issues with it. And then we will go and install that. Here's the alarm system. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet. I don't know, maybe behind here or something, or I just don't know. I haven't thought it through. Probably up in the fairings, but we'll see how well it works actually in person. I've been definitely read the reviews before, and a couple people in the KPR group have said it's worth it. It's not very expensive either. Status update on these. Over tighten the bolt, so now it doesn't pop back, which means the bike's useless for the time being until I get a replacement bolt, which I don't even know if I can. So That's to arm it. Unarm it. That's a warning, I presume. And here's... actually, those both made the same noise, so I'm not exactly sure. But we're going to unlock it. And I'm going to play around with different locations for it. I'm thinking probably in here is where it's going to end up, depending how well the stick is on these. All right, we're going to do a little demonstration. Didn't even touch it after that hit. Ready? So that was the first warning beep. Second. So the first beep threw the keys down. Took a second to register, but it did. Then I literally just went. And it's reasonably loud. It's not super, super obnoxious. Like, I can guarantee you if somebody were to start up the bike with that going, nobody would hear it. At least with the exhaust I have on. So, I dig it. I was able to jerry-rig this to work as best I can right now. That'll do the trick for the time being. That is the clutch bolt from the Gixxer, and the threads fit, but the bolt itself is a little long, and I was not able to salvage the nut from the one I snapped. So I'm gonna go online, see if I can order the parts, but at least for the time being, the bike is drivable. Thanks for watching. Sorry it was kind of jumbled. After I filmed, I realized I probably should have split the alarm and the brake levers into two separate smaller videos, but I obviously had everything installed and didn't feel like trying to make that work with reshooting everything. They both work well. I had an incident at my workplace where a staff member had actually hopped on my bike and changed the gears, and because I wasn't sitting on my bike when I started, the engine, it jerked because it was in like third gear, and it actually got scratched on the side. So hopefully that alarm deters that type of stuff. Not too sure about if it'll do really well with deterring actual theft, because as we all know, they can find those things, pull them out. Same thing with GPSs. If they really want the bike, they're going to take it. But the main point behind that is just, oh, that thing just beeped at me and made noises. I'm not going to get on something that's not mine and fuck around with it. So, hope you enjoyed.